Okay, so today we were going to do something completely different, but because of these being ripe, plans have changed, and we're going to do banana bread today. First thing, before I get into a little more, I'm going to hand these off to Nora so that she can smash them because she has anger issues and she wants to break them. Harley, the camera person, is disappointed because they also have anger issues and want to smash things. Whenever whenever we do banana bread and so many other things, I go to this Pillsbury cookbook that my mother gave me forever ago. You can see it is a little worse for wear. That's some Kool-Aid from children and other dings and rips from probably 25 years worth of use. But this is where we get our banana bread recipe from, with a couple of omissions. Preheating the oven to 350 degrees per this, and we start this out with 2 sticks of unsalted butter. That is, for those of you who are counting, that is 1/2 of a cup of butter. It needs to be soft so that the mixer can work with it, or if you're doing it by hand, and I'm sorry if you are, so that you can more easily cream the mixture. Creaming means sugar, and we'll get to that just momentarily. So 2 sticks of butter. And then 3/4 of a cup of regular old sugar. 1, 2, 3/4 of a cup. Okay, so what does it mean next? Now it is time to actually mix. Put that on lock. This is going to take just a little bit. We want to get it nice, light, and fluffy. So if you see the yellow color of the butter, it's going to lighten a great deal as this creams. The other thing that we are definitely going to need to do during this process is scrape down the sides at least once or twice, because our butter wants to stick on the sides, and that is unacceptable. So lift this, knock the butter off of there. Come in and try. I don't know if you can see that as I scrape the sides. Still need a little bit more time for this to get more fluff to it. Now that it's off the sides. Okay, now that we've got most of this creamed and good to go, we are going to turn off our mixer, grab our scraper, spatula, and knock this back down. Nora, if you would be so kind. This is the consistency that you are looking for in your mashed bananas. And while baby food is not a substitute, it is the same texture and consistency. So there's that. That is 3 medium to small bananas going into our creamed butter and sugar mixture. Then we are going to add 1/3 of a cup of milk to our mixture. And finally, a shot of vanilla. And we will mix on low for a moment before turning it up to get everybody into the party. Oh, I wish you were here. This smells absolutely amazing. I love the smell of banana bread. Even when it is in the dough form, it is delicious. Just doesn't look that way right yet. Don't need to worry about too much that we have to do to stir this, but we want to make sure we get everybody combined. All right. Turn that off. We add in 2 eggs. If they cooperate, which mine don't. Now, in here is a half of a tablespoon, or teaspoon, I'm sorry, half of a teaspoon of salt, along with 1 whole teaspoon of baking soda. And we are going to add with that, well, first, final thing that we're going to add is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I am using the scoop and sweep method for getting the flour. I know that it is in vogue now to do it by weight. I don't have the time or patience right now to do that, so we're going with cups. Once again, we put our mixer back on, because now we've got the dough coming together. Oh, look at that. Glorious. Now it is at this point that I stop my mixer, pull everything up, and then I make the last real mix by hand, just so I can make sure everything is incorporated. Everybody has come to the party together. Okay. Come on. There we go. You have to get everybody? No. But I have issues with leaving more behind than I feel is justified. So if we look in here, you can see we've still got some flour sticking. I'm not trying to form a huge ball of gluten, so I'm not trying to agitate this too much, but I want to make sure everything is incorporated. All right, that looks lovely. Next up, we have our pan. This is a standard loaf pan. No cooking spray. And then we're going to do something a little strange. Add a little bit of flour in there. Come here. Once we add the flour, we're going to slowly move it around so it forms a layer all around the pan itself. This makes it, at times, easier to get your bread out of the pan, because I don't care that it is no stick spray, and I don't care that the pan itself says that it is no stick. That doesn't always work. So once we've got this floured. Back over here. Add our batter. Oh, that was a lovely sound it made. Wasn't it hard? Once again, I do wish that smell-o-vision was a thing. YouTube, you should get onto that. Because quite frankly, this smells amazing. Trying to spread her out a little bit. Okay. Come on. All right. Right before we go into the oven, I'm going to bang this a couple times on the counter just to make sure it's settled. 350-degree oven. In we go. And we will be back to check on this in our 350-degree oven in about 45 minutes. It usually takes anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. I start poking and prodding at around 45 minutes. So I'll see you in 3/4 of an hour. All right, folks, 45 minutes have come and 45 minutes have gone. So let's see where we stand. Oh, my Lord, that is so pretty looking. But I can already tell you, it's probably going to need more time. I don't know if you can really get a good look in there. But it still looks a little doughy right here. Yeah, so we're going to go back in, give it another 10, and then we'll be back to check it. Should be done by that point. All right, about 65 minutes, which is longer than I anticipated, but I believe we are finally ready to go here. Oh, look at that bad boy. That looks absolutely fantastic. Put the knife in, comes out clean. That means our bread is done. As much as I, my children, my wife, everybody in the house would love to just get this out and rip into it and have a piece, it needs a little bit of time to cool. 5 minutes in the pan, then on a rack for a little while before it gets cut. I promise, though, when we come back, it will be cut, and you'll get to see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so I was going to let this cool longer, but I've been overruled because the family wants banana bread. As you can see, it came out of the pan just lovely thanks to the flour that we placed around the outside. Now, cut. Look at that. Just still a little warm, still a little steamy, but that is some very nice banana bread. I'm not going to eat that piece because I'm going to cap that at the end. Cut. Thank you for breaking off. Camera person. That's some good garlic bread. That's some good banana bread. Brain is all over the place. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I made some really, really nice banana bread. Easy, it's quick, and it is delicious, both like this and as French toast. I suggest you try it.